Ford pickup time here at Unique Specialty and Classics. Don't get to do a lot of these. 1974 Ford F100 Ranger XLT. Now this particular truck, powered by a 460 underneath the hood, which as I understand would have been available in two-wheel drive models only, and that is paired up with a Ford Cruise-O-Matic automatic transmission, which also been an option. So nicely loaded truck here, and that's how the VIN decodes also. So it looks like that's the way it would have came from Ford back in 1974. Now it has had a restoration, repaint, been gone through in the past 6 to 7 years. One thing I do want to note, Montana title on this vehicle does state in a little box on there with a number, and it's got a branded title. That's all it tells you. So there was an insurance claim or somewhere along the line, Montana tagged it. Now, as you can see, it has been restored since then, and it's got a nice look to it. Now, if you want to check out the still pictures, so you can look at the underside, the interior, the engine bay, the bed of it. The bed of it looks like it's had very little use. Check out the still pictures at uniqueclassiccars.com. Click on the link down below this video in the description. It's going to take you right there. You can always call us at 507-386-1726. Check out the front bumper and the bright work. The bright work does show a little bit of its age. A little SOS pad or a little bit of scouring might bring that back a little bit, but it's not bad. It will show well. And again, the paint restoration was done approximately 5 to 6 years ago, so the paint shows very well, and you'll be able to see that in the pictures. If you look up and down this truck, you can see that it's straight. The other thing, Salt Lake City was the DSO delivery of this, so it's always been in the Northwest, it appears, as far as coming from Montana. Previous ownership of it, Salt Lake City DSO, and again, you can see how straight it is. I can tell this thing hasn't spent its entire life in Minnesota. There's no doubt about that. Just look around the wheel wells, down in the lower trim pieces, bottoms of the doors. Those are in the still pictures. A lot of trucks in Minnesota, you don't even see that kind of little toolbox or cargo door. Lots of times those are just completely gone. So you can see up and down the passenger side does show well. And you gotta love it. You still get that big 460 in it too, and that is the way this truck would have came. There's your box, spray and bed liner. But underneath that, you can tell it's just not all beat up. It does not show a lot of wear, as you will see in some of these where they just spray the bed liner right over the interior of the box. Now remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email. The other thing I want to mention is, remember, we do have an open door policy. If you cannot make it to look at this truck yourself, you want somebody to put their eyes and opinion on it, so to speak, we have an open door policy. Have an inspector come in, check it out. We have a hoist they can use. Don't have a problem with that at all. And once again, still pictures, uniqueclassiccars.com. Click on the link down below this video in the description. It's going to take you right there. And remember, phone number you can always call, 507-386-1726. Take a look up and down the driver's side of this truck. And again, I'll take you along above the wheel wells. Sure, take a look at those. And again, look at the bottoms of the doors in the still pictures. You'll see what I'm talking about. Back in the cab corners. And again, a lot of trim, a lot of bright work on this one, but nothing bubbling up or showing up from underneath that, coming up above and beyond, which we all know how that goes. Sliding rear glass window. Now let's go ahead and check out this interior. It appears these door panels are original. Rear kind of envelope holder up here original. Look at the carpet in this, and I took out, it did have a floor mat that goes all the way across, and I took that out so you can see this carpet. That carpet appears it could be original, as well as much of this vinyl seat. It does have a little wear, a little bit of cracking here and there, but again, that appears original. This is the only part that I'm not sure about. A little bit different material, if it would have came that way or not, or if it would have been more like this all the way through. So maybe a little bit of work on the vinyl / cloth seat, but I tell you what, that cloth, carpet, seat belts, door panels, boy, they look awful original to me. As you can see, tachometer mounted to the steering column. That would obviously be aftermarket, and an aftermarket Kenwood stereo with speakers behind the seat. So let's go ahead and fire this up. You hear it run. This thing fires up right away every time, and smooth running. See how easily it starts. Comes your fuel gauge up. You also have your oil pressure come up here, so the gauges are working. Charging, yeah, so gauges all appear to work. 79,732 is what the odometer reads. I can't confirm or deny that is original because it doesn't stay with the title once the vehicle is a certain age. All right, one other thing, I'm going to make sure the wipers did work. If I slip over here, the stereo, change the band. Or not. The guys in the shop did say they had the radio working. They're just smarter at changing that band than I am. Alright, I tell you what, I'll check that before this video's over. When I shut the video down to pop the hood for you, I'll make sure that stereo works. In the meantime, let's slip around. Let's hear how this sounds from the back. Good sounding truck. Remember that 460 underneath the hood too. That should have a nice little rumble to it. Alright, I'm going to slip up here to the front, pause this a second. I'll double check that radio for you, make sure it works, and we'll take a look underneath the hood.
Hey, did you know that this car qualifies for an extended warranty? It's just like the one you get at your new car dealership, except it covers your classic car instead. It covers all the major components like engine, transmission, drivetrain, and you can get coverage up to 10 years. Repairs aren't cheap. These extended warranties are a no-brainer. Contact us for a quote on this car today.
Nice looking engine bay. All right, power steering, as you can see. Again, there's that 460 V8. That's what this truck would have came with originally. Option on the two-wheel drive model, you can hear how smooth that runs. You can also see how smooth that runs. Good sounding engine, plenty of power. Does have an L-Brock 4-barrel underneath there. There you go. And then one last thing. Just stick your head in here. There you go. Turned on to the tuner. Stereo works good. 1974 F100 Ranger XLT. Regular cab, two-wheel drive with a big 460 and automatic transmission. Give us a call, 507-386-1726, uniqueclassiccars.com. Click the link down below this video in the description. It's going to take you right there. And remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate